Oh my god, I'm fucking starving. Raymond Ackerman. Who the fuck is this guy?
Hey guys, welcome to this video. Before we begin, if you enjoy the kind of videos in this channel, please subscribe to the channel, and at the end of this video, if you have liked it, please like it. So let's jump right in. So the big idea behind this channel is to inspire people to live life on their own terms. I have decided to achieve this by telling stories of people who have lived their own lives in this way. I have made videos about Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Howard Hughes because these are the people who inspire me. These are the people whose work and lives ignite the fire in my stomach. Or better, these are the people whose work and lives echo the voice on the inside of me. But in this video, we will look at the story of a true South African original. The year is 1916. Three friends in Wynberg, Cape Town, opened the doors to their very first clothing retail store. They named the store Ackermans, after the name of one of the founders, whose name was Gustav Ackerman. In the late 1800s, Gustav's father had sold ostrich feathers, and after he passed away, Gustav's mother opened up a shop in Plumstead, Cape Town. So already for Gustav, retailing was something that he had been raised with, and something that he himself would later raise his own son with. From the early days, the vision for Ackermans was simple: to make quality products affordable to everyone. This was a grand vision, but like any other grand vision, would not be achieved easily. Difficulties came early for Ackermans. Just 4 years after Ackermans was founded, the retail industry in South Africa took off like crazy. In 1927, OK Bazaars was founded, and Woolworths was founded in 1930. In 1931, Harry Heber founded his own retail group, making it very clear that they were out to suffocate Ackermans. They named their group Greatermans because the point was to be greater than Ackermans. Unfortunately for Ackermans, in 1946 this prophecy became true, and Gustav Ackerman sold Ackermans to Greatermans. It was around World War II, and so the pressures of the war forced Gustav into selling. After this acquisition, Gustav became a director for Greatermans. Having to sell his company to an ambitious competitor who found him already in the market must have been embarrassing, even soul-crushing for Gustav. However, a seed to an unexpected future was already in the soil when all of this was happening. In 1931, the year that Greatermans came to market, the son of Gustav Ackerman, by the name of Raymond Ackerman, was born. By the time his father was selling Ackermans, Raymond was already 15 years of age. He grew up in Cape Town and attended Bishop's in Rondebosch. After graduating high school, Raymond Ackerman went on to study BCom accounting at the University of Cape Town. It is at UCT that Raymond met William Bill Hart, the lecturer who taught him about the importance of the philosophy of customer sovereignty. According to Raymond Ackerman, Hart said, "If you fight for the consumer, she will look after you. Fight monopolies, fight collusion, fight apartheid, fight anything that's wrong for the man in the street, be he black or white. You will never make money unless you have a mission. Like a doctor serves his patient, you've got to serve your consumer." After graduating from UCT at the age of 20, Raymond went to work for one of the branches of Ackermans in Cape Town. His duties involved helping shoppers find their way around the store and offering chairs to tired lady shoppers. By 1955, now at the age of 25, Raymond was now working as a trainee manager for Greatermans. At the same time, food retailing supermarkets were on the rise in South Africa. And seeing this opportunity, the chairman of Greatermans decided to open up his own food retailer called Checkers. Raymond was taken up to go open up one of the first Checkers stores in Mayfair, Johannesburg. Unfortunately, all three of the very first Checkers stores failed, but so observant was Raymond that he realized that the stores failed because they knew almost nothing about how to run a supermarket business. And after an intense battle with executive management, he managed to convince the board of directors to pay for his trip to America, where he could go learn how to run a supermarket business. In America, Raymond was mesmerized by a marketing genius by the name of Bernardo Trujillo. It was from Bernardo that he learned the philosophy he now calls the 4 legs of the table. For any supermarket business to succeed, it must focus on these 4 aspects. Number 1, products and services. It should be obvious that the business should provide a superior product. In the case of a supermarket, to give customers food, good prices, good variety, good produce, meat, fish, and so on. Number 2, administration. Number 3, advertising and social responsibility. This is about caring about your society. The more you give in life, the more you get back. Number 4, people. This goes with the third leg. It's about paying your staff sufficiently and getting involved in social upliftment. Now, the customer sits on top of the table. You have to be obsessed with customer satisfaction. Charged up with these American ideas and his adventurous nature, Raymond came back to South Africa. Within 8 years, he was able to grow Checkers to 89 stores throughout Southern Africa. To put this success into perspective, this means that he was averaging about 11 new stores each and every year. Of course, this was a huge turnaround and a huge win for Checkers. With all this success at his back, Raymond was now 35 years of age and had been the reason for the spectacular success of Checkers. Unfortunately, that same year, Gustav Ackerman, who was the father of Raymond, passed away. With Gustav dead, Norman Heber, who was the son of the founder of Ackermans and now ran the company, decided to fire Raymond. This did not come as a surprise since Raymond had clashed with the board of directors multiple times before this incident. The fundamental problem was that his values and philosophies were different from those of the board in terms of how to run the business, and being a man of high integrity, he could not budge in order to please the board. Checkers was quite dominant, but they wouldn't give me the freedom that I needed, and I fought like hell. I understand why they got rid of me, because I was fighting every single day. I'm quite a quiet guy, I don't fight normally. But the biggest response of the whole thing was when I was empty of the whole operation. They called me in when we had 89 stores and said, "Raymond, there's too much price cutting." They called me into a room with OK Bazaars, Woolworths, Spar and everybody. And the chairman said to me, "Raymond, you've got to fix prices with these guys." That was firstly illegal and wrong and unethical and everything against what I believed. I said I refused to do it. The chairman of the company wanted me to sit down with these guys every week to fix prices. I said I wouldn't and walked out of the meeting. I knew I was going to get fired. 3 days later, they called me in and I was fired at 35. I didn't know what to do. According to Ackerman, his worst nightmare during this time was not that he was jobless, but the fact that he was jobless and had 4 children. Little did he know though, his best days were soon to come. Still unsure about what to do next, Ackerman contacted Trujillo, who told him that getting fired was the best thing that could have happened and told him to start his own business. Ackerman's wife, Wendy, encouraged him to go for it. 6 months earlier, Ray had met a man by the name of Jack Golden. Jack Golden had started 3 small stores in Cape Town under the name of Pick n Pay. When he found out that Ray had been fired from Checkers, he called him to let him know that he was selling Pick n Pay. Upon hearing this, Ray flew down to Cape Town. The 3 Pick n Pay stores were selling for 620,000 rands and Ray wanted to buy them. Unfortunately, he didn't have much money, only a little bit in savings. But like any true-to-God entrepreneur, he found investors willing to back him. The majority of the cash came from these investors, but because of Raymond's track record in building Checkers, he came down as the majority shareholder. With his rich experience from Checkers and his underlying philosophy of customer sovereignty, Raymond went to work hard on his Pick n Pay stores. It's not surprising then that Checkers did all they could to kill Pick n Pay, just as Ackermans had done to his father's Ackermans 20 years earlier. But Ray could never let that history repeat itself. Instead, he pioneered no-name brands to help his customers save money. He then expanded Pick n Pay rapidly to Port Elizabeth and Johannesburg. He did all of this while also fighting the apartheid government to reduce bread and petrol prices. On one of these occasions, Raymond went to see the then Prime Minister, P.W. Botha, to convince him to reverse the cabinet's decision to raise bread prices. The Prime Minister got so angry that he stood up and grabbed Raymond by his tie and shouted at him, at which point Raymond said, "Mr. Botha, I pay your taxes. Get your hands off me." He also went as far as appointing black people as managers in stores in white neighborhoods. This was, of course, illegal at the time. There was a high price to pay for his liberal actions, such as the boycotting of Pick n Pay stores in white neighborhoods. But putting the customer and people first remained the North Star for Pick n Pay. By the year 2000, Ackerman had twice declined the opportunity to buy Checkers and OK when they had fallen into hard times during the 1990s. Today, Pick n Pay has over 1,500 stores throughout South Africa and employs over 30,000 people in South Africa and several other African countries. Raymond Ackerman turned 89 years of age on the 10th of March this year. He retired 9 years ago at the age of 80, leaving his son as chairman of Pick n Pay. He has published 3 books with advice for young entrepreneurs and his experiences in business. Oh damn, you've made it to the end of this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel, hit like, share this video with your friends and family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.